Here we are once more in the southwest region of Cameroon, precisely in Binamboko, in a little village called Newly Out. So today we shall be showing you how we transform cassava to garri. That's the main focus today. You're going to be seeing, so you can see that that's a shed where the transformation takes place. So we shall go immediately to the grinding spot where the cassava is being ground and transformed. So stay tuned and watch. The more we approach, it's going to be difficult to hear because of the machine, the sound which the machine is producing. So as you can see, this when the product has already left the farm, it has been cleaned and they are transforming it from hard cassava. You can see the way it is being ground. The reason why they are mixing water there is because the farm was actually burnt down. So you put water there to enable the cassava to be soft. So when it will be pressed on the stick, it should not tear the bark. You see how the mothers are doing their best. When it's being ground, it's carried from there. Directly, and it's being put in the bag. This is the very first step after I must have left the farm. See how it's pounding. It has already been washed because when you bring it from the farm, it will be dirty, so they wash it before they grind. So from here, it's going to be put on a stick, and the process continues. You can see they just finished, and one thing we should bear in mind is that this place is extremely hot. So you see them putting it into the bags. It's going to pass a night there before it goes on the stick. So the reason why they're allowing it there is that it should lose a little bit of water. So when it goes to the stick, it shouldn't stress them a lot, and it shouldn't burst the back. So when the garri must have lost some water, that's when they're going to chuck it into one big bag and put on a stick, press it on a stick. That's a machine. So it's losing water.
Wow.
Till tomorrow, after tomorrow.
Melo, Sandri, Ashia. Melo.
Yes.
Okay.
After we must have brought the garri, the cassava from the farm and washed it, grind. This is another step whereby we dry the garri before it goes to the final stage, which is the fire, the frying stage of the garri. Practically there are two types of garri, the white and the red garri. The white is less economical as compared to the red, because with the red you have to use oil. As to the white, whereby we don't use oil. So the reason why they put the garri, the cassava on the stick like this, and you can see the handcuffs and the type of sticks, we call these chokes. These are chokes. These things enable to press the garri, to put it on pressure so the water can leak out from it very fast, because when it's grind there's still a lot of water there and you cannot take the garri at that point and be frying like that. So it demands that you do this little practical lesson. As you can see here, that's the back. That's a 300 kg bag. We have them. We have been pressing this one for roughly, this is the third day now, the second day rather, and the garri is already dried. Now it's ready to be fried. It's completely ready to be fried. You can see the way they tie it, very practical. See the head, the way they put chokes. Those sticks enables it to get dry very fast. You can see how it's been suspended in the air. Very practical way of doing garri. On a larger view, that's it there. So now from this step now, the garri is dry. Right now the garri is dry already. They will just come and untie these ropes here. Before untying it, they're going to try to remove the chokes. They call it chokes. These things, they call it chokes. Going to try to remove the chokes, untie these ropes and remove the planks from it. From this stage now we go to the shifting stage. This is another important stage. You see now the cassava has been brought down from the stick and is being shifted. The reason why it can't be fried like this is simply because it has these bigger particles there. As you can see from it, it has these bigger particles which can't be fried. It's not going to make the garri smooth. The garri has to be smooth. So they use a very big bowl like this. They go cut it from the stick. And later this is what they use in shift. This is the shifter they use in shifting. You can see the holes on it. The holes are very large. Enables the passage of cassava easily. So the ones which will be left up are going to be separated and can't be fried. These are the ones which can't be fried. And this is the after stage. This after it must have been shifted. You see, that's it. From here now, the garri goes directly to the pot for the frying. As you know, there is white garri and there is red garri. Finally, this is the last stage of the garri, where we fry the garri now. This is the frying stage. This is the most vital stage, because here now one of the most stressful too. You see how she adds oil. You see the type of pot they use. It's not this ordinary pot we know or we use. It's a particular pot. So this is the frying stage, and you see how the fire is built. It's not like the normal tourist stone or the gas. This is the one which has been shifted, as you can see. That's the oil. Presently, what they're doing is red garri, not white garri. If it was white garri, you won't see oil there. The bath is almost full. You see the unique features. Asha.
Thank you.
So how many basins can you fry a day? Yes.
Two the bath na basin.
Okay. So how many baths can you fry a day? 3 baths. So this is a bath.
Yes.
So you can fry 3. From what time to what time?
6 to 6 now.
6 to 6.
3 bath.
Yes.
That's what she can do. So how many can you fry a day?
You can fry them 4 bath.
4 baths.
Yes.
And for today, this is number how many?
This number 3 bath.
Number 3 bath. And what's the time now?
Something like that.
Past 4. And you started late from the look of
Started
things.
by 10 o'clock.
10 o'clock.
Yes.
Wow. You see the rate at which they go. And these are the woods used in frying. Very unique features. And that's the last stage. After that, our garri is prepared to go to the market, where it's going to be sold at very good prices. It's prepared to go to the market.